you into a little secret. I'm a figment of my own warped imagination. So what, I wonder, does that make you? Sometimes I worry about my imagination. This isn't one of them. I know you're not real. I was born in Colchester, which makes me an Essex girl. But not one of those Essex girls. I come from north of the M25. Those in East London, they dip scones in their tea. We dip scones in our lager. So I like to think of myself as an Essex girl. Sweet, innocent, and if you grab me, I'll stab you. When I was 5, I immigrated to New Zealand. And although I didn't want to, I brought my parents with me. It seemed the right thing to do, and unaccompanied minors can't get work visas. And I so wanted to work in the mines. I wanted to bring my lovely change-driven tricycle with me, but my parents said money was tight. I suggested we sell my little brother. But there was a baby boom, there was a glut, and they said he wouldn't fetch much. And besides, we'd need something on the long voyage to New Zealand to eat. Given what they served us, he would have been tastier. When I was 7, I had another go at getting rid of my little brother. I took him on the school bus to the neighbouring village. Alas, they didn't want him either. Their homes were heated by geothermal energy, so they didn't need chimney sweeps. So it was a relief when, in 1984, he went back to the UK. Actually, I had him deported. I told the authorities that he imported clarinets and immediately took them to pieces. 1984, Orwell got it slightly wrong. England was occupied by Little Brother. I've done marriage and houses. It was big, expensive, hard to maintain. I mean the marriage. So I got rid of it. The house was earthquake prone, so I got rid of it. What is it about earthquake prone? Surely earthquake prone means likely to be hit by an earthquake. So all buildings in Wellington are equally likely to be hit by an earthquake. So perhaps a new term. Demolition by collapse prone. But haven't we come a long way with earthquake engineering? We now have those wonderful new buildings like the Wellington Public Library, Defence House, so perhaps early demolition prone. So I got rid of the house and I went into a boat. But they're small and expensive, difficult to maintain, and in high winds and tsunamis they are inclined to be prone. So now I'm doing my bit for climate change and I'm technically homeless. I live in a camper van. Not so good for general elections, but great for avoiding court summons and bailiffs. I love the English language. It doesn't so much borrow from other languages as follow them down dark alleys, mug them, and rifle their pockets for loose vocabulary. From the Latin, we get atrocity, which is what I'm committing now. Flag, which is what you're giving me. From the French we get and from the Australian we get poisonous. Spiders. I hate waking up in the morning because it comes with the crushing realisation that I still can. I've also been reliably informed that if one hasn't grown up by the time one's 50, one doesn't have to. I haven't, so I shan't. I'm transgender and a lesbian. My journey has been amazingly easy. Helps when you have a shotgun. Speaking of shotguns, men, we need to have a bit of a chat about dick pics. Do you really think we like receiving them? Try sending one to me and see what happens. You know what I do to dicks. Thank you, you've been a wonderful audience.